Hi everyone, welcome to M Talks. My name is Nikhil Mani.
This is Bibin Michael.
Bibin, how's your week?
It's been busy, man. It's going good. Like
I can't get a hold of you anymore. you're ridiculously busy.
It's good to be busy though.
I think we should tell our listeners. I've been sitting here for like an hour waiting for this guy to finish all his business calls. It's ridiculous. He's like, people keep calling him. And listen, that's great. Very good for you.
In the sense, it's like you need to be busy.
You have to be busy.
Especially you're doing your own business, you have to be busy.
To give everybody a little bit more clarity, we're shooting this at 10:30 at night. So I've been sitting here for like an hour. Yeah, man, it's nice to see how busy you are. It's very, what do you call it, motivating. It definitely puts a fire under my butt, even though you don't agree that I have a fire under my butt to be successful.
No, I want you to put this way, Nikhil. Being a healthcare professional for about 17 years, then switched over to an entirely brand new industry, and able to switch over from healthcare to finance.
And killing it, by the way, everybody. Within a full time since last September 2022.
Correct.
And you're killing it. It's ridiculous.
So it's going okay. It's not killing, but it's going okay,
guys.
And it will be exponentially better.
Guys, if you guys ever think about being an entrepreneur, you gotta connect with this guy, because this guy's motor is like no other. Anyways, this is not me trying to give you compliments this whole episode, but.
Yeah, so the idea here, Nikhil, a guy from entirely different industry is able to walk into a brand new industry, and within no time was able to step in as a full-timer. Which industry is possible? A lot of industries possibility, but I want you to put this way, without investing any single penny.
Yeah. No, I mean, just for like a $200 fee, I mean, you're definitely made 10 times the amount, not 10 times, 100 times, no, 1,000 times that amount. So that's pretty good.
So,
but yeah, man, no, you're right. This industry is pretty lucrative, but it's hard work. No, there's no money involved in the sense of cost to get into the game. You need maybe $300-$400 for getting your license and your educational requirements done, and then to get onto our platform is just a very, very small one-time payment for being able to make hundreds of $1,000s a year.
So you bring up the topic. So I would like to talk to my audiences, like, if you are still on the brim thinking about, do I need to, do I not, do I need to? If you're there, I can come and.
If you're curious, you should definitely hit us up. I think your curiosity can open doors for you, especially in this business.
Exactly.
And it's not easy. We're shooting this at 10:30 at night. Wait, you've been having meetings since what? 9 in the morning, 8 in the morning today. Like but it's worth it. You're satisfied, right? I'm pretty satisfied in life. Because of
not like I've been busy since 9 o'clock till 10:30 now. In between, I drop off my kids in the school this morning, and when they came home, I was home with them, and I came out. Yeah. So now in the office.
But yeah, man. But listen, it's definitely inspiring to see this.
So Nikhil, the other day, after seeing our podcast, somebody called me and was asking for, you guys went through a couple topics about retirement fund, so would like to know more about it. What is the best time to sit? I said, of course, we can talk. If I know your question, I will be able to help you. If I don't know, I will find answer for you. And he had some few questions he shared with me. I said, yeah, I do have the answer for it. And we set up a time. We're actually meeting in, I think, this weekend, I believe. I think Friday or something. Yeah, so it's actually everybody looking for information.
Yeah, people looking for answers.
Yeah, so basically, if you can give the information out there, people definitely need
Definitely. I mean, that was one of our purposes for starting this, right? I mean, it's not that we like to listen to each other, like talk about stuff. I just think the education is not there, especially within our community. So
I will put out what was the call about, right? So he had few questions about retirement. I don't think I'm gonna give him any product or anything now. It was not about any sales or product, nothing. So he had some genuine questions about his funding, and he told me he also add on to this, like, we do have a advisor comes to our work to explain this, I believe, and I went to him once. I don't even understand what he's saying.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to help me, but it's not getting
goes over people's heads. Yeah,
right. So he said, like, I don't understand. So I want to talk to you about this. So I need some time to talk about this. I said, yeah, of course, why not? And the questions were like easy questions. We were able to.
What were the questions?
So he wanted to know, like, if he's if he's investing more than the matching, what will be the benefit and how the money will be growing. So I said, yeah, we can look into that. And he have some statements or something I want to go over. I see some market. I mean, the money is going crazy down, and he lost like a week or something, about 14 or 17,000. I believe it's 17,000 came down. So he wanted to know, like, how he can prevent that. I said it's a controversial question, but we'll take a look and see how I can make you understand how things work.
Yeah,
maybe you will be able to make a decision for your own money.
Right.
So that area, yes, he's actually meeting me on this Friday at the office.
Nice.
So it's possible, like, we can leave out the information, and there's a lot of people similar to him, like we are not able to connect with the professionals what they discuss, and they're not stepping out to educate everybody. They're just trying to help their clients how to manage money, or how
they should plan their money,
how good their products are.
Yeah, no, so like on that note, like, that question regarding how to do stuff, like, I just want to make everybody understand, like, listen, we are not experts at this, but we have some knowledge into certain things because of the business that we're in. And we both feel this is very important for everybody to have planning with regards to these things. Me and Bibin both have started this like 10 years, 12 years too late, we think. And we come across people on a daily basis that wish that they had some of these products.
Yep.
And it's not like every product is an answer to everything. But the idea is to be diversified enough to have to plan financially, to spend time planning financially how you're going to live your life, and how you're going to, and what kind of quality of life you want to live now and in the future, right? So if you want to maintain a certain lifestyle, there has to be active planning that goes into it. And so everybody, like, this is where I think our part of our why is of doing this podcast is because we want to be able to kind of like at least put it out there. Like, guys, there are these products out here, like 401k, Roth IRAs, annuities, and then like different life insurance products that people don't even know about because people have a bad, people think negatively about life insurance. But I mean, it's well known that life insurance products are what multi-millionaires use to kind of
so we'll put like this: America runs not on Dunkin's.
Yeah,
America runs on insurance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, insurance. Look at everybody just Google how much insurance money companies have as revenue year on year. It's crazy, and that's because their products actually do stuff for people. People are not just blindly putting money into this thing.
One easy example I can connect with the fact that the U.S. government is decided to give employees who are investing money, 99.9% employees investing money in 401k, who manage 401k money. Why the government is not giving to banks?
Right.
Why it's deal or managed by insurance companies? That's how strong they are. That's how secure they are. So, in saying that, there's a lot of services they provide. It's really worth it. Worth it to explore.
Yeah.
If you're late, you're late.
If you're late, you pay more. Pay more to have access to these products.
Or maybe not eligible too.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we just helped a client of mine, who's in her late 40s, get a policy. And we were able to kind of sit with them, talk to them about the benefits of having this tax never bucket in their lives. And they're maximizing their 401ks. They're doing everything correctly. And they recently came in and they don't know anything with regards to financial planning. And we were able to sit down with them and they were like, well, okay, we want to do this. And thankfully her application, thank God she's in good health and she's able to get access to these products. And now I feel like, they're going to be able to use that to like change their lives, in a sense, because they're not going to live the 10 years or 15 years of, people like us who came here without any knowledge, right? Like in a sense, they've got access to some of these products before it was too late, which is going to be really beneficial, especially I think, if you're going to, the markets are going to come down in a year and a half's time. I think the market's a little like, they say the market's down, but it's not real. It's like we're in recession, but we're not. It's a weird kind of time. We're almost like
maybe in, maybe not, maybe outside.
Yeah, and now the Feds, like today, all the markets went up. The Feds announced that they're decreasing rates next year. They're keeping the rates the same, or they're like mortgage rates just went down in less than 2 weeks from 7.5 to 6.9, and it's going to stay around this. And now they're going to keep decreasing it. And election year next year, it's going to be crazy. I'm expecting the real estate market to go nuts. Like in New Jersey and New York, it's going to be real crazy. But what that tells me though is like there's something going to be coming, because this is happening for like 4 years.
Definitely something is coming.
Going to come, and what that's going to do is what the opportunity there for most people would be is, you're going to be getting into some of these products when things are low, when the market is low. So your growth potential is very high when the markets start picking up.
Definitely.
And we go into a real bull market. But on saying that, I wanted to also come back to this one conversation, because I had one of our listeners personally reached out and wanted to like tell me like, hey, like I had this question regarding the 401k and stuff like that. And so I looked into it, and there's a Roth 401k product out there.
Yeah, we didn't mention
that. And companies offer that. Some companies offer that. Not all companies offer that. Check with your employer or the benefits coordinator at your employer if they have a Roth 401k.
What is the benefit on Roth 401k?
Roth 401k is the benefit is it's the future benefit. It's part of the tax never bucket. But here's the scenario is this: if you have a lot of money, right? You putting $22,000 as an employee, you putting $22,000 to reducing your tax bracket is probably not going to change too much of your tax bracket, right?
Yeah, the bracket is not affecting because the 401k or Roth 401k together it's only 22.5, right?
Right. But that's not my point. Is this? My point is for people that have a lot of money, like that make more than $200, $250 a year. Which there's a lot of people like that make that, and those people and as a family they make more than $300 or $350 a year. Most of these folks can them putting all their money into a traditional 401k is not really giving them the tax benefit that they think they will be having. So it's almost better to pay the taxes upfront and then put it into a Roth 401k, because a Roth 401k allows you to contribute the same amount of money, $22,500, and
growth will be
tax free. So that's one product that people can take advantage of, especially if you're high net worth in the sense.
So simple sense, it's like if you're a farmer and you're about for cultivation and you have some 100 seeds, and the government is telling you, Nikhil, you being a good farmer for all these years, would like to give you an option. You want to pay tax on your seeds, or you want to pay 100 seeds, or you want to pay tax on your
harvest.
a million harvest.
Yeah.
So if you are a smart guy, a smart farmer, what you will do, you will pay tax on the 100, or you're gonna.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the same. Basically, That's a decent analogy, but
so if you understood that, that's it.
Is that something that you just translated from Malayalam? Is that what happened right now?
Right.
But so like the Roth 401k is a very useful product for employees that make a lot of money, that are not going to get the advantage that that regular employees that make money between $100,000 and $150,000 make get when you kind of put into a regular 401k. So that's definitely something that people should do. And I should also say, like, you can put money on both, but the cumulative limit is 22,500.
Max the same, remain the same.
Right.
It's 22,500.
So I mean, if you're not reducing your tax bracket, putting your money in your traditional 401k,
at least you can think twice before you put everything into one.
Right.
If you want to divide, why not?
Yeah.
At least
and
grow
then
some.
Right. But as everybody knows, 401ks have their limitations, their management fees,
So
all of that.
Everything
is the same in the sense of that, but the only difference is the Roth 401k money, you're going to be growing it tax free.
And tax free. Yeah.
So, and you can when you withdraw when you're retiring or 59 or after.
Before 59 and a half, you'll be paying penalty, or if you're not withdrawing,
it's the same penalties and same taxes.
73 or later, you'll be paying 40% penalty.
Right.
So there's like there's a way of doing it. So make sure you pay attention to everything. And thank you so much, NIkhil, for bringing that up. That was a good thing. Like we missed. And what else? Like
there's something. I want like the banking thing. I don't know if you mentioned this. I don't think we did.
I think we did, or we don't.
I don't think we did, but
the infinite banking.
Infinite banking.
When he mentioned, I think
you misunderstood what I was saying, and so I think you were saying you were connecting it to a different product.
It's not related with the insurance, I said, right? But it is.
It is related to insurance.
It is related. It's not a product. It is a strategy.
Exactly.
So product is different, strategy is different. Right. So infinite banking is actually, instead of you put money into bank and you take money out, and your money, they're growing with your money with in a high interest rate.
Yeah.
And they're giving you less than 0.5.
Let's say, in this market they're giving you 3%, but still.
It's on the CDs, right?
Yeah, and the CDs, yeah.
Right. So if it's regular banking, basically they give nothing.
So like for long-term savings, basically, right? So like if you have plans to, so any family, anybody starting finances should have a short-term savings plan, a long-term savings plan. A long-term savings plan is usually like 10, 15 years of savings that you can save up for your colleges, children's education, children's marriages, buying houses in the future, whatever it might be. Retirement fund, all of those. This is a multi-faction tool.
Medical coverages,
everything.
Down the line.
Yeah, all those expenses. So you need a long-term savings plan. And what most people kind of do is put that into a bank, or they just use the 401k. But the thing is, that's not only it. If you have access to the right insurance products, like an indexed universal life insurance, because right now they are the ones that give better rates than whole life insurance for the most part. You basically can fund these accounts over the premiums, and that overfunded amount is being invested into the indexes that you choose. You front load, yes. You front load them, and if you have like money to front load, you can do that. You can design plans to like accept $100,000 upfront of like putting it on into the plan that will grow, and then in 10 years time you'll have growth money that has grown, and you have access to those money like in 10-15 years time, and you can use that instead of going to a traditional if you want to buy a car in the future, you don't have to go get a loan from anybody else. You can literally charge yourself an interest, take money from this particular life insurance policy, and then fund it back.
But funding that much big money, you need to plan it properly.
100%.
It has to be proper way. There's no like a small product you get it.
Ideally, ideally,
the concept is correct.
Yes, ideally, everybody who really can take advantage of this product should be getting into these products in their 20s, because your premiums tend to be low. Your medical
health conditions
will be really good, and so you get really good rates, very cheap premiums, and you get access to these products that you can overfund, that by the time you hit 40, which is when most people start having like more expenses because of children and all these different things. At that point, you can start like not relying on any institution to give you a loan, but you can rely on your own savings.
So there's a lot of wonderful products under insurance bucket, but unfortunately our community is actually exposed to this industry through agents. They're only focusing on selling product for protection.
Yeah.
So we only see the protection version of it.
Right.
There's a huge hidden features there. You need to unlock it.
Absolutely.
So it's a huge industry, huge potential. If you're like Nikhil said, like if you're on 20s, it's a must-have product. And if you are a parent and you have a kid
in your 20s,
you're the one who's supposed to take initiation. The reason because if you just think about your 20s, you think you will pay attention on funding money on your 20s?
Right.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's you when we were in our 20s making the small money we were making, we were spending 100% of it. More than 100%. We had credit card debts. You still do, but the thing is, if you have plan it properly, then you can avoid some of those things. You can set yourself up for really good for the future.
So when you come to the finance topic, everything is there. The good thing is this country has everything. Only thing you need to find it and use it properly.
Yeah, and for the most part, when we think about this, like in our 30s, we have enough expenses that we just think like, oh my gosh, like how am I gonna, like, we just had an experience with someone who thought we like was sitting down for a product. We explained it to them, and then they saw that, oh, it's gonna cost us $500 a month, and they were like, oh, maybe we gotta rethink this because we don't have that kind of money.
But the people who lost their eligibility, right, to get these products, they think like, where you been 10 years back?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I could have done this better.
Right. There's a book called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by this author called Ramit Sethi. He's a Indian American that is from, I think he's from around here, but I think he's living in New York City right now. And in his book, he talks about like just like automating these funding from your income. So when your monthly income hits, your check comes into your bank. The next day, have all your funding options automatically set up. So put your 401k directly from there, or your 401k comes anyways from your employee. But if you put your IRA account money, put your
basically put everything
aside. So then you're only living with. So if you're making $5,000 a paycheck, put that $2,000 into all the buckets that you can, and then automatically leave your account and then live off the $3,000 a check.
That is a reason. It's because like even though you make like a huge income increase, the bank balance remain the same. The reason because when your income increase, our expense also increase.
Right.
So this is the one easy way to eliminate that problem.
Yeah, and it's a very good strategy to have. So if you're especially in your 20s, your early 30s, we recommend you guys do that. Like, it's a really good way of like living within your means or less than your means, ideally, until you're ready to push off.
So we'll end up here today. And this was not into one particular topic today. We were just talking. We went here and there. And next episode, I believe like we need to talk about opportunities. We need to come back to opportunities.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, this is an episode that we wanted to like kind of talk about a couple of things, because we kind of got into a really like serious taxation conversations and like planning conversations. But we'll come back again. This is ongoing But hopefully you guys are getting some benefit out of it. Please please subscribe, please comment.
And if you have any questions, instead of calling me, put that on the comments so others can see that too.
Let's get those engagements going on our YouTubes, because that will help us as well. And we thank everybody for giving us 25 minutes of your day to listen to us.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.